Remember the Titans. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, and we're looking at a 2000s movie. And when I say 2000s, I literally mean 2000 on the button. The year I was born. And you know what? I was always interested to see how this was going to be because I like Ryan Hurst. Great as Opie. We've also got the likes of Denzel Washington in here. We've got Ryan Gosling, who doesn't really play a big role, if we're being honest. But of course, they're gonna when you type in cast or when you think of this movie, it's gonna be like, oh, starring Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling doesn't really play any sort of serious part. If I'm being honest, we've also got Will Patton in there, Wood Harris, of course, of the Wire. Who else we got in there? No one really else of like particular note, but of course, we are at the height of racial tensions in America, and damn it, well, maybe not the height of racial tensions, but there's racial tension in this movie, and we kick off in 1981. We've got a bunch of former football coaches and players attending a funeral, but we've no idea who for. And then we flash back, we rewind 10 years to the summer of 1971. Damn it, we've got Bill Yost, whatever you want to call him, man. Yeast infection, damn it. He's leading all his players out, but turns out they're all white. It's 1971, and this guy is actually getting removed because they're bringing in a black head coach. And what I liked about this, it's based on a true story. There's nothing woke about it. What happens, happens. If this was done in 2023, it would not be anywhere near as well written. They would have to get their woke agenda in. The black players would probably, fucking kill all the white players, but still be made out to be great. What I liked of this is real equality, damn it. Eventually, well, I'll say real equality. I mean, like once they actually, all the racism's put to one side and they actually unite as a team, and it's a great movie, man. Really, really enjoyed it. And I feel like all the actors did a really good job. I like the fact that you do have a beef because of the races, and it is like a good feel good movie about like America. Because obviously at this point, I mean, obviously it was way worse back in the day, man, with slavery. Obviously at this point, there's a mixed integrated school, but you can clearly see that racism is it's a pretty big deal at this current point in time. But you know what? I really enjoyed this movie. I feel like they did a really good job of portraying it. Ryan Hurst, I feel like, was probably MVP for me. And I'm not just saying that because I love the character that he plays in Sons of Anarchy and Opie, but I feel like he was. Him and Denzel Washington and Julius Campbell, played by Wood Harris, were absolutely two best in here. But obviously, the white players do not want to play for the black coach. I say they do want to play for the black coach. It's more of an issue of they don't want to play without Coach Yeast, but then it turns out Coach Yeast is going to be on the coaching team. He's going to be a defensive coordinator. So, yeah, Boone then holds the first team meeting with mostly black students. So at this point, we're seeing them work together. They go to like a training camp in Gettysburg College, of course. They're frequently getting clashing here and racially motivated conflicts. We see Gary Butler and Julius Campbell, both captains, damn it, one defensive, one offensive, in the room. They all put up their own posters, which of course pisses the other one off. But I liked all this, and Gary's best, Jerry Boutier, his best friend's also growing a wee bit jealous that over time, Jerry and Julius are getting closer, and I really liked the relationship that these two formed. But essentially, guys, I don't want to just go through every match that happens, but we see like they eventually get to the final in the training camp. Damn it, they're looking good. They look like they're going to lay the smack down. Jerry introduces Julius to his girlfriend, who refuses to shake his hand because he's black. And see, at that point, see, if I was Jerry, I'd be like, "See you little bitch. If you don't fucking shake his hand, I'll bar you." Even though I don't condemn violence on women, but point is, if that was me, I'd be like, "Fucking shake his hand, or we're done." Because that's disgraceful, man. That is absolutely fucking disgusting. That was probably the bit during this movie that made me the angriest. Not the racial slurs between both groups. It was this little bitch not shaking Big Julius's fucking hand. Oh damn, made my skin crawl. We see other scenes where there was a funny scene where they get the new guy in the camp pretends to be gay and kisses Jerry, which I thought was really funny. You've also got him, the same guy, the pretend gay guy, trying to take the few of the black friends with him into like a bar restaurant, and the guy's like, "Ah, we're fully booked. I have the right not to serve you, just because they're a black man." Again, that's pissed me off as well. But I don't know what it was. I think it was just this fucking petite blonde 5 foot refusing to shake Julius's hand, and Julius is, damn it, he's a gentle giant. Fuck you. I can't even remember what her name was, man, but she pissed me off that much. And then the worst thing happens here. Well, soon it happens. Eustace is ruins his Hall of Fame status by getting Boone back in the job. We see Boone's house get attacked, which is not good, not good at all. And they're celebrating the victory of the semi final. And Jerry, his car's hit, and he's paralysed for the waist down. I had no idea this was coming. This was tragic, and it is all over. The All American linebacker, he's out the windy, he's out the door. A really sad scene here where Julius like visits him in the hospital and he breaks down. He's like, "Damn it, you need to be strong for my boy." Jerry's mum tells him, so he goes in, and it was cute seeing like everyone there talking to Jerry, but kind of sad reality. Like the guy ended up paralysed for the waist down, but it doesn't matter because the team mounts a comeback in the fourth quarter of the state championship and they win the title. Damn it! Like I guess it's based on a true story, but surely they could have brought Jerry in a wheelchair and he could have watched it in person. Instead, he had to watch it in pitch black and white. Oh man! And then we cut to 10 years later. Well, turns out Jerry died in another car accident. Jesus Christ! This guy has got no luck whatsoever. Like, how can he's in one car crash, right? That paralyzed him for the waist down. Then 10 years later he dies in the other one. Like Jesus Christ, what's that all about? The team then sing na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye, kiss him goodbye, whatever. And it's a very sad ending, but it's a very good story. I liked it, man. It brought two two groups of students of different backgrounds together. It was a good feel good movie, man. That's what we need, and that's what we need in 2023. Not division. I mean, by politics. Fucking remember the Titans. Play it back, baby. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. It's simple, but you know what? It ticks all the boxes.